What's up, everybody? Demon back. Welcome to a brand new video, the first one of 2017 that's a news update. Yes, guys, we got a lot to talk about. Wow, 2017 started off with a bang for Shin Gojira, so we got a lot to talk about. In terms of what this is, keep in mind, it is not deleted scenes. They have not released any known deleted scenes for the movie yet. They have released commercials that feature new footage of Godzilla not used in the movie, but those aren't deleted scenes. But this is the best thing we may get to it up until the DVD release, and this might even be, worst case scenario, keep in mind, might even be the best thing we ever get to a sequel to Shin Godzilla. Just know, I really do believe that they will do a sequel to this movie, but for now, we know that they are still up in the air about what to do with it. This is the best thing we have, at least for 2017 so far. I talk about 2017 like it's been going on for a while. It's like 2 days in, 3 days in. Sorry about that. The thing is, there is tons of new footage for Godzilla, not deleted scenes. This was part of a New Year's Eve, like 2016 celebration that Toho held, where they got the cast for the movie together, they put them on screen, filmed a ton of footage, made like a fun TV special out of it. So the cool thing about this is, it is Shin Gojira Central. You'd think it would be with how amazing that movie did in Japan. You'd think that Toho would be like, yeah, let's celebrate that. Well, they did, and they celebrated in an awesome way. Still can't tell if the events in this New Year's Eve special are supposed to take place after the events of Shin Godzilla, or, you know, an alternate version of how things happen, like a recap kind of thing. I believe that it takes place afterward, just because we have a press conference with Rando Yaguchi where he is speaking about Godzilla, and it really does feel like it would take place afterward, but who knows. I can't quite understand what they're saying. I don't understand really any of what they're saying. That is why I got that Japanese thing for Christmas to help me learn. But for now, that is my best guess, is that they are taking place after the events and Godzilla's just woken back up and is back doing stuff. It's not serious at all. It doesn't take itself too seriously. It understands it's like a fun thing. They even at the very end freeze Godzilla, but they do it with a pop song instead of with coagulant. So we'll talk about that in a second here. Now, I will leave you guys a link down below in the description to the video where I found this from, but it is bootlegged, so keep in mind it's not going to be HD quality. But if you're not going to go check it out, it's alright. I'm going to go through basically like a plot synopsis of this and tell you what's going on in all of this and why you shouldn't get crazy overexcited about this. So it pretty much starts out with Godzilla coming on land, and he is coming up inside of this fair. This is an awesome shot. I really like this a lot, and really the CG in this is really well done. We'll talk about why here in a minute, but it is really well done. So that was the shot of Godzilla coming on land. Now if you guys thought, that looked a little familiar, that's because it was. That is the exact shot from the Parco ad where he's coming on land, just copied and pasted. Godzilla's copied and pasted in a different setting. That is why the CG looks really good, is because it is all copied and pasted from the movie. There are new shots in here, and we'll talk about that here in like 1 second. The new shots come up right after this. There are new shots in here. They're not a lot. They're few and far between. I think that they could have a possibility to be deleted scenes, but I wouldn't get my hopes up for it, and I really don't think that they are. I think that they are just new footage of Godzilla used in this TV spot, you know, as a fun, here you go guys, here you go Godzilla fans kind of thing. この生物は現在上陸し、都内を進行中です。なお詳細について後ほど政府から正式に会見が開かれる模様です。 So there's the new footage of Godzilla walking through Tokyo. That animation of Godzilla is not anywhere seen in the movie of Shin Gojira, which is something that Nerfman was confused about when he was saying, oh, is this deleted scenes? I don't remember this in the movie. What he was trying to say, and he said it poorly, granted, but what he was trying to say is that Godzilla in this video, I don't remember him doing that animation from the movie because they obviously copied and pasted that atomic breath scene.
Now, honestly, I don't think this is going to be in the movie. It's obviously different lighting, but I think it's pretty much the same kind of model doing the same thing. I don't think it's anything different, honestly. But it's also a really cool scene. I'm not too sure if it'll be in the movie as well, in the final cut of it in the DVD release.
Now, that is something going on here where the animation is not seen in the movie, but it looks really good. Whereas in those commercials, you could tell that they weren't from the movie because the CG didn't look great on Godzilla. It was just cheap commercial CG. Toho's not going to spend tons of money on it. Whereas here it's a New Year's Eve special, they're going to throw some more cash in. So then in the spirit of Godzilla, we get some nice rat race kind of scenes, the Prime Minister running around trying to figure out what to do. We get lots of press conferences, mostly held with Rando Yaguchi, something that didn't quite happen in the movie. He was never on a press conference in the movie, but here he is. This press conference, I really feel like it's got to take place after the events of Godzilla in some sort of like funny commercial world, but who knows.
巨彩隊の予測によりますと、渋谷方面。多摩トンネル等に甚大な巨大不明生物の上陸はありえませんので。艦艇も危険です。ここも危ないのか。艦艇機能は直ちに予備施設に関する必要があります。苦しい決断ですが、ここは退避してください。どうするんだ。上陸はありえないと言っちゃった後だぞ。ですから文言をアレンジせず報道官の原稿のままお読みくださいと。
So Godzilla makes his way through Tokyo at night. We get some more animations of him coming up that we have not seen before that look really good. Even though, it is bootlegged quality, so who am I really to judge? We do get some cool scenes of Rando and crew staring at Godzilla from on top of some sort of building in Tokyo at night.
一定の声量と良質なメロディー、そして人々の感動により生まれる振動エネルギーの周波数に共鳴すると。
その過程で体内で原子が崩壊し急速な冷却が起こり血液が凝固する可能性が考えられます。結果、
つまり必要なのは良質な歌か。チャレンジする価値はあるか。そうか。紅白。ゴジラが進む先の渋谷では NHK ホールで紅白歌合戦をやってる。
分かった。ストーリーには俺から話しておく。泉、君は紅白側との交渉を進めてくれ。
I wish we got something like that in the movie where when everyone was evacuating and freaking out, they go up there and they see him in the distance. Maybe that could be where he sees him and says, the scene that they had down by the cars was good enough, so I'm fine with that. So Godzilla makes his way up behind this news reporter. The news reporter's freaking out when Godzilla starts to do the atomic breath. This animation is 100% copied and pasted from the movie, just with a building thrown into the side.
ついにゴジラが NHK に現れました。
Then Godzilla looks up and roars. We don't see him do the atomic breath, but he looks up and roars. It's another copy and paste shot. Here, I'll play it for you, and then you'll see what it is. that was from the end of the movie when he looks up and roars just like that. They have some sort of goofy pop song play, and then Godzilla freezes up just like the coagulant at the end of the movie. Once again, copied and pasted, but rotated so it looks new.
反応です。完全に沈没しました。
And then at the very end, we have Rando and crew giving some sort of, final we win press conference kind of thing.
ゴジラの活動が停止したことをお知らせいたします。紅白歌合戦の出場歌手の皆様、会場の皆様、そして国民の皆様の心が一つになって成し遂げ、乗り越えた結果です。日本の未来をありがとう。
Once again, I wish I could understand the Japanese because it looks really entertaining, but because I can't, this is just, I have to go off what I can visually see here. How crazy is that 2017 starts with a ton of new footage from Godzilla or of Godzilla coming out for Shin Gojira. That is it for the video. I'm not going to talk about any more news this episode, although there will be a news update in the next coming days because there is so much to talk about in terms of Godzilla news. It is ridiculous. I could not pack it into one video. So many new theories that I have about Godzilla based off some of the concept art that was released. It's incredible. So I'll see you guys all for that video. Godzilla-Thon should be starting up this week again for all of you Godzilla-Thon fans. So who knows how the rest of the week's going to play out. I don't quite know what days I'll upload what videos. Just know that this week there will be another Godzilla news update and a Godzilla-Thon, and then there's this news update. So thank you guys all for watching. I hope you enjoyed. D-Man, out.